An article was in The Age this week, and I think also it was in the Sydney Morning Herald and Brisbane Times, all around the country, with the headline, Black Fella, language is important, but it can be tricky. It covered the terminology we should be or shouldn't be using when referring to Indigenous people. For example, the piece says that the word Indigenous should always be capitalised. But not everybody is buying it. I'm joined by academic and commentator on Indigenous affairs, Dr Anthony Dillon. Anthony, you appeared to mock this article on Twitter. What do you make of it, and why must I capitalise certain words like Indigenous?
Look, again, it's another opportunity to make differences where there are no differences. Look at us, we're different. We don't spell black the usual way, and black has a slightly different meaning when it comes to us, et cetera, et cetera. It's an opportunity for people to build little empires. I can imagine soon you'll have, experts giving cross-cultural awareness workshops on this, in the workplace on the correct terminology to use, and should it be Indigenous, should it be Aboriginal, should it be First Nations persons, that sort of thing. And again, it's a big distraction from the more important issues.
Oh, exactly. That's the key thing. It's a distraction from the critical issues, of which there are many. But what does it mean when you spell black without the C? Is that symbolise some sort of activism, or are you presenting a different point of view? Explain that, because I'm a little bit lost.
There's a couple of different explanations on the internet, and it was touched on in that article. But the main reason is, we're a little bit different, we're a little bit special, we're a little bit separate to everyone else. And the whole separatist paradigm simply isn't working for Aboriginal people. So an article like this, a thought like this, doesn't really help anyone except maybe those people who are wanting to get into the business of cross-cultural workshops and training and accreditation and all that sort of thing.
Well, that is a booming industry. But is this what the community itself, I'm not talking about the activist class or people in the media or people with a platform, but the actual people in the community, is this an issue they're concerned with? Is this something that is a topic of discussion, or have they got other concerns at the moment?
No, many other concerns. It's not an issue for them. It's as high on the agenda as what, say, Australia Day protests are for them. They would just rather get on with everyone. They're not into this whole us-them identity politics thing, which is, booming in the cities. So very irrelevant for them. Again, it's an issue for those people who have, here in the city, they know where the next meal is coming from. They don't have the sorts of worries which people in the remote parts of the country have. It's just another opportunity to gain some status, feel important, feel different.
Feeling different. Dr Dillon, thank you for giving us that explanation. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Good night, Rita.